Yeah, this is like day 2 of the art project. This is morning. Like there's there's like a morning one, an afternoon one at work, before work, at work, and after work. And the reason I quite like having a sort of before work one is. When I was a kid, my mum and dad were school teachers, and they taught at remote country schools for like until I was about 12. They taught me till I was about 12, kind of unsupervised by, the school inspectors would come around, once a year or whatever. But other than that, they got to do what they want. So I was kind of like homeschooled at school. But one of the things they used to do is for the first hour or two every morning, all the kids could just do whatever they wanted. They could, creative things like painting or like making things out of cardboard boxes and whatnot, which I think was probably part of 1960s or 70s educational orthodoxy, and they used to call it developmental. Which I think is hilarious, developmental. And when I was at university, I used to have these recurring dreams where I was doing a job interview and I was wearing a suit and short hair and looked all sort of serious and concerned, all this sort of thing. But the only qualifications I had were PE and developmental. But, 50 odd years later, I'm not sure that developmental's not such a stupid idea, actually. I actually quite like the idea of starting the day with, just doing a couple of hours creative stuff that I actually want to do, for fuck's sake, some creative stuff. And I actually think it would be quite a good idea if everybody did it. Although obviously everybody probably just prefer to stay in bed for 2 hours extra, but I do that as well. I'm being the change I want to see in the world by doing as little work as possible. There you go. It's sort of before work, at work. It's sort of like that Oedipus thing. It's like the three phases of man. So in the morning he is a child. In the afternoon he's pretending to be a grown-up. In the evening he's pretending to be a teenager. Pathetic, isn't it? It's true though. Magnets. I've got quite a lot. I'm putting these magnets in my pocket to remind myself to bring some string home to tie up the tomato tree which has taken over the hydroponics. It's a fucking nightmare, man. Jesus. Ugh.